And joining me this afternoon, a couple of folks from March of Dimes. We have Derek Ritchie, who is with March of Dimes. He's going to explain a little bit about the organization and how you can help. And we also have Gina Siley. She is going to explain to us some of the things medically that the March of Dimes does. Welcome this afternoon.
Thanks for having us.
Well, first of all, Derek, let's talk a little bit about the March of Dimes. For people who may have heard it but aren't exactly sure what you all do, kind of let people know.
Well, of course, our major fight over decades now has been to end premature birth and to, of course, help mothers and babies across the United States and Indiana have safe births. And we do that in a number of ways, of course. But one of our biggest ways is to have an annual march, which we do every year in Terre Haute.
Yes,
but we'll be doing it virtually this year.
Yeah, so explain a little about this. Is one of your big fundraisers of the year, and then explain to us what a virtual march is.
Yeah, it's a little different. It's, of course, the first time we've ever done it. So people can find out a little bit more about how they can still support the March of Dimes during this time by going to marchforbabies.org/event/Wabash Valley. I think in this day and age, people are used to doing things virtually, and so I don't think it's going to be much of a leap for many people. We just won't be physically getting together and marching, but we can all still get out there and do our steps and support March of Dimes.
And how important is this fundraiser for your organization?
Yeah, especially right now with how uncertain things are, and all the new things and initiatives that we'll be taking to support mothers and babies during this time. And Gina will talk a little bit more about how we're doing that. It's actually more important than ever that people step up and support the March of Dimes.
None of us really want to be in a hospital at this time, and one thing that women can't do that are pregnant is delay their due date. And so I think that puts them in a really tough situation in regards to how do they best prepare themselves to go into the hospital during this time when we're really trying to practice social distancing and staying home as much as possible. And so that also includes prenatal care. I think a lot of OB providers are now doing virtual prenatal care visits. Certainly we want to encourage women to still get their prenatal care. It's incredibly important for the health of their baby. And so, talk to your provider and make sure that you're in constant communication during this time to make sure that you're doing all you can to, of course, practice social distancing and stay home and whatnot, but also get the health care that you need for yourself and for your baby.
And just quickly, can you tell us about what moms can do, or soon-to-be moms can do, to just have healthier babies? We don't do that so well in the state of Indiana.
Yeah, unfortunately we don't. We are in the top 10 as far as high infant mortality and maternal mortality rates in comparison to the rest of the nation. And, what we see here in Indiana is that prenatal care, again, is incredibly important. We need women to get into early prenatal care and have adequate prenatal care so that you're receiving at least 10 visits throughout your pregnancy. Also, we have very high smoking rates during pregnancy. Luckily, due to programs that have been put in place, those numbers have gone down, but still we have a very high smoking rate during pregnancy, which is directly linked to preterm birth, which is the #1 cause of infant mortality, not just in Indiana, but in this country and in the world. So anything we can do to decrease prematurity and a premature birth is going to help with those infant mortality numbers that we see. But also safe sleep is another huge contributor. We need a lot of families to be practicing safe sleep recommendations at home, which, are the ABCs of safe sleep: alone, on your back, and in a crib. And we know a lot of families in Indiana struggle with following those recommendations, and so we just want to encourage them to try and follow those for the safety and well-being of their child.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much for joining me today. And I know your website does have a lot of information about all the various topics that we covered today.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.